Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of my free-to-play flipping series where we're going to go from 50 to 100 mil using free-to-play items only. Last episode we ended at about 60 mil, so we're going to see where we can go from here. Pretty excited. A couple new items I realized are free-to-play just the other day. That is a Ring of Coins and a Ring of Nature are actually free-to-play items, so we're going to give those a try at some point today. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so to start off we might do some Gilded Chain Bodies. They have worked pretty well in the past. Looks like they have about a 50-60k margin on it right now, so we'll go for 10 of those. Next up is this Wooden Shield G. It's kind of an interesting item. Looks like a 40k margin on it though, and I've literally never seen this item before, but apparently it is in existence. So we're going to buy it for about 200 and hopefully sell it for 240, which would be a pretty decent profit, so we'll maybe go for 10 of those as well. And the Gilded Scimitar is a pretty expensive item, but it does have a 150k margin on it or something like that. I could buy it for about 8 mil and sell it for about 8150, which is pretty good. I mean, cost-wise, it might not be the best, but yeah, I don't know, still reasonable. So we could probably afford maybe 2 of these, because we do want to do another item at least. 88 or 8020, and maybe we'll go for 2, maybe. Nah. We'll go for most of our money here. Let's see if we can go for 6. I actually haven't really figured out a better item yet. Alright, and 6. There we go. We just had to reduce one of our other items quickly, but yeah, we'll come back with hopefully some sales. Now the Gilded Armor Set is something I've been meaning to do more often. There's this big spike in the middle here that kind of messes up the graph, but we'll try buying them for 43.20, and maybe we can actually get a 100k margin on that. Gilded Armor Set LG, and 43.20, and we'll just use the rest of our money, so we might be able to get 5, we'll go for 7, looks like we can afford. Alright guys, we'll come back in a day or two when these items have sold. Alright, and we're back, and most of our flips went quite well. The chain bodies, we got 54k on each one, and 4 of those nets us about 216k. The iron gold sets, 50k in each one, 9 of those gives us 440k. The Team Cape X's came in huge with 120k profit on each one, giving us 1071k, just over a mil. And the Gilded sets gave us about 100k on each. 7 of those gives us, well, 700k. In total, that's about 2.4 mil in profit, which I'm extremely happy with. Let's go see if we can replicate that again. Okay, so to start off, I think we're going to do the Monk Robe bottoms. I have about 100k on them, which is pretty good. And we'll maybe go for 5 of these, hopefully. 1681 and 5 sounds good. Next up, a interesting item is the Zamorak plate body. It has about 250 traded a day. Currently has a 10k margin on it, which is extremely good. So we'll try this out for 55,600. Not 55 mil, that would be a little insane. 55,600, and we'll just go for 70. See if we can figure out a buy limit or so. And yeah, that looks good. Next up, I think we're going to do the Iron Gold Armor Set again. Worked pretty well last time. We'll try buying them for just over a mil. And it's not actually at that price right now, but we're going to see if we can snipe it for later. Hopefully it'll drop down. And, oh, now we'll go for the 1015 because it's a little more reasonable. And we'll go for 10 of those. And last up, we'll probably go for the Monk Robe top. Just seems to work pretty well. And at this point in the recording, we hadn't figured out that the Nature Ring was actually free to play, as well as the Ring of Coins, which I am definitely going to try in this episode. But I hadn't quite realized that yet. Thanks to the wiki, I now know that. Ring of Coins and Ring of Nature are the most expensive items in free to play currently, followed by the Gilded Scimitars and probably this item, honestly. So we'll go and do 6 of these, and it'll come back when some stuff is sold. Alright, we're back, and it was a little messier this time. We definitely didn't get the slam dunk profits we did last time, but we still did decent. The Iron Gold Armor, we only got 23k on each one, and 230k in total for the 10 of them. And the Monk's Robe tops, sold them in 2 different chunks. We bought them for about 476k, and sold them for 4766k. It's about 300k in profit, so not awful. Probably not worth the investment though. So we're gonna start off by changing the price on these Zamorak plate bodies. They've been in there a long time. We did sell about 10 of them for a 10k profit, so that's about 100k there, or maybe a bit less than that. But now we're gonna drop them down to 58k, and hopefully they'll sell then. Now, one thing I mentioned earlier is that on this wiki page, it states that the Ring of Coins and the Ring of Nature became available to free to play. So I'm pretty excited to try these out. Now, the Ring of Coins doesn't seem to have a very good margin on it, but the Ring of Nature, possibly because it's traded a lot less frequently, has a big swing in the price. It goes from like 9,800 to 10,200. So about 400k swing, which would be really awesome to see Ring of Nature totally available to free play. Never knew that before. I'm not sure when they did this, but hopefully we can get 200 or 300k profit on this item. And 9825, and we're gonna go for 3 of them. And next up, we're gonna do the Gilded Scimitar. We're gonna keep just expensive items today. I don't know why, but the Gilded Scimitar has been traded quite a bit less the last half a day or even a day. So the price has fluctuated, and it's very high right now. But there's a chance of getting some very good margins. So we're going to try for 8845. Now this is kind of risky, but I don't know. We're going to go for a high risk reward play here, because normally this item is only about 8 mil. Alright, looks like we have a little bit of money left, so we're going to go for the Team Cape X. Sorry, I lied. Team Cape I. And for about 1571, it looks like we could get maybe a 80k profit on each one, which would be pretty nice. We can afford 10 of these. Alright, we'll come back when these items have sold. Okay, so the Rings of Nature worked pretty well. We got about a 165k profit on each one, and they did buy and sell a lot quicker than I thought. So in total we got 500k in profit from those. The Gilded Scimitars we ended up actually losing money on, but just goes to show, like, I haven't lost money on an item in a long time, so it's pretty safe flipping. But that being said, we did lose about 96k on the Gilded Scimitar, and 2 of those, about 200k loss. Not the end of the world, but still not that great. So next up, I think we're going to do the Hill Giant Club. Looks to have a decent margin right now. I'm going to buy them for 1261, and hopefully, or maybe a little more than 1261, I don't know. Hopefully sell them for, I think a 50k profit almost. We're going to go for 8 of them, for no particular reason. Next up is the Gilded Plate Legs. Now this isn't an item I've actually tried before, and as with a couple other of the Gilded items, the price seems to be fluctuating a lot more recently. Seems to be less coming in the game, I've noticed. These high price fluctuations come with lower volume and supply. So I'm not sure why less Gilded items are coming into the game right now. I'm not sure if there's a change or just bad luck. But anyway, it is a kind of decent opportunity to try to get some higher margin flips. Mind you, that didn't work for the Gilded Scimitar, but I think we're going to give it another try. So we'll try for 2706. And we'll go for 5, sounds good. And the Ring of Nature still has about 170k profit on it, which is really good. We might just try investing like our entire cash stack next into it. But for now, we're just going to use our 34 mil, which can afford, I guess we can afford 3 with that. So we're going to buy them for about 99.15k or something like that, or 99.13. And yeah, we'll go for 3, and yeah, we'll come back hopefully with some decent profit. Alright, so these flips didn't go so well, so I think that's probably going to end it for today. We'll start with the bad. The Gilded Plate Legs losses 100k on each one. and that's about 400k in total. Next is the Cape Eyes. We actually just broke even on, so not terrible, not that great. The Hill Giant Club's pretty decent. We got a 41k margin on it, and 7 of those gives us 287k. In the Ring of Natures, I know it looks like we have 3, but we accidentally sold one to ourselves. So only really 2 were profitable, and it gave us about 340k in total. So not awful. We still made a little bit of money on these flips. But a combination of some lowering margins and my own stupidity only gave us about 100k in total. So after all is said and done, we're ending the episode about 64.6 mil. So we got about 4.5 mil in profit this episode. It's getting pretty snowy outside, so I think unless I'm going to eat like dry spaghetti for the next 3 days, I should go out and buy some groceries before I get snowed in. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.